welcome to another Married to Reselling video. I'm Faye.
I'm Simon.
And we are resellers selling mainly on Amazon and eBay.
In this video we'll be showing sales from the barn as usual, but also we've got something a little bit different for you. So in our last video we discussed different ways that we've looked to make money online and offline, so digital products and craft fairs and all that stuff, and we had some really interesting responses. Now we did forget one which we were kindly reminded of, which was Vintage Cash Cow. So if you haven't tried Vintage Cash Cow, it is a site where you can send in vintage collectible items. We talked about it fully previously.
Vintage Cash Cow at the moment have a competition going and it's pretty good, and you've got to be in it to win it, so be in it to win it. Set sail on the adventure of a lifetime with our £10,000 giveaway. This summer we're thrilled to offer 5 lucky winners the opportunity to win a £10,000 dream cruise of their choice. Entering is a breeze. Simply sell us your vintage valuables over £100 before the 16th of August to be one of the lucky winners. You can find more about that competition and Vintage Cash Cow overall. We have put a link in the description of this video so you can sign up. It's totally free and find out more and see if you've got anything that's worth sending in.
Yeah, so thanks for reminding us that we did Vintage Cash Cow recently. That video also got us thinking. It got us thinking about, maybe we should look at things that we've done before. Maybe we should revisit, and maybe we should look to try new things.
We were really inspired by some of the comments that you left us in the last video, and it's kind of inspired us to set ourselves a bit of a challenge with the help of Fiverr.com.
So if you don't know what Fiverr.com is, this is not a sponsored video. Fiverr.com is a freelancing website where you can buy services like digital services, online services. It could be help with accountancy, could be logo design,
web design,
graphic design, content writing, voiceovers, video editing, you name it, it's all on there, and all services start from $5. Now we've used Fiverr quite a bit ourselves, both within our reselling business. So what we do now, we've had them design logos and things like that for Married to Reselling, but also I used it a number of years ago in my old job, so for digital services, help with various things. So what we're going to do, we're going to start like a mini series. So we're still going to be including reseller content in every video. It's still going to be us, same personalities and all the rest of it, but we're going to set ourselves a bit of a challenge. We are going to spend $1,000 in the next 3 months on Fiverr.com to see what digital services we can buy to make us money online.
Feel free to go and check out Fiverr.com yourself. We've put a link in the description for that as well. Maybe you want to buy some services on there, just have a browse, or maybe you want to sell some services on there, because after all, pretty much anyone can. In our next video, we're going to talk about exactly the plan for the $1,000. This mini series that we're creating, we'll go into more detail about it, and it will still be us, like Simon said. There'll still be reselling content in there, there'll be sales in there, and there'll be a sort of different kind of thumbnail, so you can identify the difference between our usual videos and our mini series.
Yeah, but we are very much continuing the normal content that we put out. Nothing's changing there. We just thought this would be a fun experiment because there's lots of people interested in like passive income, those sort of terms that you hear, affiliate sales, viral videos, TikTok, whatever it might be that we choose. That's what we're going to try. And I know a lot of you guys are in those spaces. We certainly won't be looking to like sell you guys anything or like come and buy our products, like come and buy our favorite bubble wrap or anything like that. We won't be using it to push any sales onto our channel subscribers and viewers, but I think it will be interesting, in 2024, how can you make money using other people's expertise and services to benefit yourself?
But as we've said, we'll go into more detail about it all in our first mini-series video, which will be out very soon. I'm just going to scroll through Fiverr now and just sort of look for some inspiration of things that we could buy on here.
Yeah, we've got some ideas. I remember back in the day you could buy, like for $5, you could have someone like write your company logo on a balloon and blow it up and explode it and all that sort of thing, just for sort of silly little videos or for your website or whatever, I don't know, for social media, that sort of thing.
I've got some funny ones here. Loyalty test your girlfriend or boyfriend for $15. Do anything related to Italy, $10.
Ooh.
Give you word for your life in 2023, $30. Deliver your cannabis related information, $15. Make a real graffiti on the street. Oh, that one's expensive at $100. Oh.
Make a real graffiti on the street, so we could get like Married to Reselling graffitied on like Nick and Andrea's garage door or something.
Yeah, that'd be funny. This one's very expensive. Run any errands in UK, $500. Here's an affordable one. Roleplay anything you imagine, $10. Help you find lost items, $25. Oh, here's a cheaper graffiti one. Make a real graffiti tag on the street, $20. $10, you can get your appearance rated in pictures.
Okay, that's enough. So let's tell you what we'll do. I think we should pick 3 of those and you guys can vote in the comments which one we should do and we'll buy that service. I quite like the graffiti one for $20. I think we should give that as an option.
Okay, but please don't shoot us down in the comments about...
We're just buying the service. Like,
yeah.
Whether it happens or not, who knows? That's what we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, so these are the ones we picked. In the comments, we want you to vote below.
Do anything related to Italy.
What could that be? What could you get for that? How much is that?
That is $10.
Okay.
American dollars. Roleplay anything you imagine, $10.
Ooh.
And make a real graffiti tag on the street, $20.
Okay, so in the comments down below, please type roleplay, Italy, or graffiti, and we will buy that service and we will report back and tell you what happens.
Right, I think it's time we showed you some sales from the barn. Okay, home.
Yeah.
It's very tiny. It's a vintage ladies manicure tool set. Excuse the chainsaw noise. Always a chainsaw going in this village. I predict they're going to be at the bottom. Yeah, that's it. Okay, something else in home. The clock. It's like an old alarm clock, metal. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the manicure set cost £2.42 6 months ago and sold for £6 from auction. That was just fodder. And then we've got the clock. It's a vintage Westclock Scotland alarm clock. It's got rust and stuff on it, which was all declared. That cost 61p 2 months ago from auction and sold for £18.99. We've got crate 16.
Yeah.
Vintage art glass sweets. 9 of them. They're probably in the front, like under the lip or something. They cost 10p from auction. Don't unwrap it here because they'll fall out and break. Yeah, they cost 10p from auction. Sold within 2 months for £14. And then over here we have vintage Royal Dalton heather footed cream soup bowls. 6 of them. They cost a total of 28p and they sold for £26.99 within a week. And the same person also bought 7 Royal Dalton heather bowls. They also cost 28p for the 7 and they sold for £24.99 within a week.
Ooh.
And then shelf, we have a vintage coal cloth Avon tea set, 15 piece. It's like floral, brown, white. Yeah, no. There it is. That's how good my wrapping is. You can hold a 15-piece tea set up by 1 cup. Yeah, so that cost 68p from auction, sold within 3 months for a total of £19.99. We've got this Weston's Old Rosie cider beer pump clip, cost 49p, sold for £8.75. And that sold within 6 months and that was from auction. Also got this vintage The Spode Blue Room Collection willow plate. Cost 10p from auction, sold within 2 months for £9.99 plus post. And we've got this Cruise and Company plate, decorative ribbon, Drosophila, I can't say that. Cost £1 from auction, sold within a year for £8. Just sold this Nespresso Demitasse Espresso Cup, made in Germany. It cost £3.46 apparently. About 4 months ago, that came from auction and sold for £8.07p plus post. I think that was in with the Emma Bridgewater stuff. Got a bit of a selection of marketplaces here. So we've got this vintage money box piggy bank of a large lady with dangly legs. She's all wrapped up. That cost 61p from auction and sold on the other site for £13.50 and that sold within 3 months. And then we've got this vintage W&R Jacob & Co Liverpool Limited biscuit tin. There we go. That cost 28p.
Sold that for a split second. There it is.
There we go. And that sold for £9.99 plus post on Vinteria. I have to think about that. And then we have these, this vintage trinket basket and lid. Nothing special there. Cost 43p from auction, sold in 6 months for £11.57. And then we've got this beautiful Franz Hummingbird Iris Flower coffee pot or teapot, whatever you want to use it for, with a lid. That cost £3. That sold within a month for £51.99, and that was £3 from a garage sale. We've got these ceramic balls. There's 6 of them, decorative, blue and white, sort of like a display piece. They cost 28p for the 6, and they sold within a month for £22.49. Then we have the last tripod. Woohoo! Cost nothing, sold for £9.99. And then we've got this Whittard of Chelsea mug. It's a tall latte mug. Cost 28p, sold within a month for £13.90. And then we've got these 2 lovely vintage DP Carter Pontefract candle holders. They're made of aluminium. They're stamped DP Carter underneath. Saw those in a charity shop. They were 50p each, and they sold for £33 within a month.
Now, we talked about a previous video, but there was actually one that we put out about 3 months ago, which was titled, "Are Resellers Getting This Wrong?" And the thumbnail said, "Kill your eBay with this recommendation." And what that was talking about is, we'd seen on Instagram people saying, can you all go and visit this person's shop? You don't have to buy anything, but it will just help them with traffic. And we were talking about that and saying that poorly targeted traffic, you know, where you're just telling people to visit something but not buy something, you know, is detrimental. And we went on to say that for that reason we don't put a link to our eBay store in our YouTube videos, because we don't necessarily want people going to our eBay store and not buying something.
If anyone does send us a message asking for our store link, we are happy to send it, but like Simon said, we don't publish it in our bio. Red flags would be raised with eBay if we had all this traffic turn up and no one bought anything. They'd think there was something wrong with our products.
A couple of videos before that, we put out a video and it got lots and lots of views. I think it's around 11,000 views. And because we were talking about not putting our link in, it was actually Tommy Trades who said, Tommy Trades has got a YouTube channel, you should check it out. He's very, very watchable, so check out his channel. But he sort of mentioned, I kind of get what you're saying, but why not publish your shop link? Because if you've got, I think it was at the time, there's 8,000 people who watched that video, you know, what if a few of those people wanted to buy something? But the video that had all the views, the title was "She Called the Police on Us," and it was an old story. If you haven't seen the video, check it out. But it was we were telling an old story for something that happened to us 4 or 5 years ago. And obviously that video got lots of views from outside the reseller community, because it was just a story about, really just about a sort of bad situation. So for that reason, a lot of those viewers wouldn't have been resellers, would have had no interest in visiting our eBay store and buying anything. But I replied to Tommy's comment and said, you know, one day I'm going to buy some traffic to an eBay store and see what happens. You know, will it produce sales? Will it produce traffic? So that is what I'm going to do. So the $1,000 that we're going to spend on Fiverr, I said earlier we're going to use that to make money, and that is what we're going to do. But we thought, why not just throw in a bit of fun at the same time? So we're going to do buying that service that hopefully you guys have already commented down below. If you haven't, please comment roleplay, Italy or graffiti, and we're going to buy a service and see what happens. And of course we'll film the result and share it with you guys. But I'm also going to spend $10 on sending traffic to my personal eBay store. There's some services on Fiverr where you can send traffic via social media, so someone will shout out your shop or your products. And on my personal store, it's all just random stuff, you know. It's not a brand, it's not, you know, a niche or anything like that. It's just all random stuff, but I want to see what happens. And there's another one where you can buy traffic via Pinterest, so someone like pins a load of stuff on Pinterest. It's like 3.7 million views or something I reckon they get. I'm going to buy one of those, and again I'm going to report back. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens when you sell poorly targeted traffic, which is essentially what is happening when you are asking people to visit your store and not buy anything. And let's see what happens. We've got a dash because Faye has just bought from the auction. It's Saturday today. This video should come out on Sunday, so we've just got a dash over to the auction because he bought, what, 2 carloads?
I said it's 2 carfuls, and you said, well, we've only got 1 car.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 trips is what I meant, I think.
So we're going to do one today and then probably one Monday if we don't get it all in.
Because one lot is 12 boxes.
Yeah, we'll try and make some videos about what we buy, because we know you like those sort of unboxing videos where we get a lot of comments about buying things for 20p and selling them for £20. So we'll try and show as much of that process as we can.
Also, I know Pound Girl has asked us about this, but we are very close to sorting out the massive job lot of matchbooks and matchboxes that we got on eBay back in March. We were supposed to do it last night, but it got dark because we were planning on doing it outside. So the plan is to do it tonight. So we're going to film that as well.
Take care for now. Hope you enjoyed that video. See you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.